Los Angeles Kings Derek Forbort 24 and Edmonton Oilers Jesse Puljujarvi 98 compete for the puck during the second period of an NHL hockey game Saturday, March 24, 2018, in Edmonton, Alberta. Jason Franson, the Canadian press via Edmonton Oilers Matthew Benning, left Connor McDavid 97 and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins 93 celebrate McDavid's goal against the Los Angeles Kings during the second period of an NHL hockey game Saturday, March 24, 2018, in Edmonton, Alberta. Jason Franson, the Canadian press via Apta Gallery will resume in seconds. Los Angeles Kings Derek Forbort 24 tries to stop Edmonton Oilers Connor McDavid 97, who gets the shot off during the second period of an NHL hockey game Saturday, March 24, 2018, in Edmonton, Alberta. Jason Franson, the Canadian press via Los Angeles Kings celebrate a goal by Jeff Carter, second from right, against the Edmonton Oilers during the second period of an NHL hockey game Saturday, March 24, 2018, in Edmonton, Alberta. Jason Franson, the Canadian press via Los Angeles Kings Adrian Kemp 9 and Edmonton Oilers Matthew Benning 83 compete for the puck during the first period of an NHL hockey game Saturday, March 24, 2018, in Edmonton, Alberta. Jason Franson, the Canadian press via Los Angeles Kings goalie Jonathan Quick 32 watches as Edmonton Oilers celebrate a goal during the first period of an NHL hockey game Saturday, March 24, 2018, in Edmonton, Alberta. Jason Franson, the Canadian press via Los Angeles Kings Ans Kopitar 11 and Edmonton Oilers Ryan Nugent-Hopkins 93 vie for the puck during the first period of an NHL hockey game Saturday, March 24, 2018, in Edmonton, Alberta. Jason Franson, the Canadian press via Los Angeles Kings, including Jeff Carter, right, celebrate a goal by Jake Muzzin, second from right, against the Edmonton Oilers during the first period of an NHL hockey game Saturday, March 24, 2018, in Edmonton, Alberta. Jason Franson, the Canadian press via Los Angeles Kings Kyle Clifford 13 checks Edmonton Oilers Chris Russell 4 during the first period of an NHL hockey game Saturday, March 24, 2018, in Edmonton, Alberta. Jason Franson, the Canadian press via Los Angeles Kings Adrian Kemp 9 checks Edmonton Oilers Adam Larsson 6 during the first period of an NHL hockey game Saturday, March 24, 2018, in Edmonton, Alberta. Jason Franson, the Canadian press via Edmonton, Alberta. How close is the Western Conference playoff race and the Kings' place within it? As close as it can possibly get. When the puck dropped Saturday night at Rogers Place, the Kings had their spot in third place within the Pacific Division. Any cushion they had with regard to the West's overall picture dissolved when Colorado won to move above them with 90 and St. Louis won to pull into an 89-point tie. The Ducks also have 89 and that necessitated the Kings to find their way into overtime and grab at least a point for their troubles against the Edmonton Oilers to stay in third. But the Kings were unable to get the tying goal. Connor McDavid's 2 goals were enough for the Oilers to hold off the Kings, who didn't get the equalizer in a scoreless third period to drop a 3-2 decision that also dropped them out of a playoff spot. Jake Muzzin and Jeff Carter scored for the Kings 4-1, 2-7-8, who ended the night in a points tie with the Ducks and St. Louis but have one fewer game remaining than those two. Jonathan Quick made 24 saves but was bested by Edmonton goalie Cam Talbot, who had 27 stops. Dustin Brown appeared to have the tying goal on his stick right before time expired, but the Oilers' Adam Larsson kept him from getting a shot off. Tanner Pearson mused that maybe if there was 5 more seconds on the clock, that puck could be in the net. We could have at least 1 point here. It was the end of a 4-game trip for the Kings, who return home and will remain in Southern California for the balance of TH's final 2 weeks. It is a tough trip and we got points that we really need to stay in the battle here, Kings coach John Stevens said. But there is no room for error. There's too many teams that are edging along for spots in the playoffs. We'll get our rest on the days we need to rest and we'll need to be ready to go when it's time to go. Just one road game remains and it will be next Friday at Honda Center against the Ducks in the most meaningful game between the rivals since the 2014 Western Conference semifinals. Both teams also host Colorado as part of respective stays at home that include other playoff hopefuls Minnesota and Dallas. It would have been an awesome trip getting this win, Muzzin said. We had some tough games. A tough back-to-back. Super Jack Campbell did well in Winnipeg to get us a point. We got some points out of this trip. We're going to have to get some more coming up at home. The Kings' sluggish start was apparent within the opening minute. Dion Phaneuf was battling with the Oilers' Drake Agila behind his net, with winger Tobias Rieder providing defensive support when the puck popped out. Quick was tracking both sides of the net, and at the moment he looked right, Edmonton newcomer Pontus Aberg grabbed the puck and tucked it inside the surprise goalie's left skate and the post for a lead just 45 seconds in. Stevens offered up a protest with the officials, with his contention being that one linesman was waving off icing while the other did. His argument went to no avail. "I think Dion going back for the puck had let up a little bit," Stevens said. "But at the end of the day, you play hockey, right? You don't get the whistle, you play it out. It's unfortunate." The puck squirted out to Aberg right as Quicky looked the other way. "We had a guy with a proximity there. We could have done more to prevent the goal outside of what the call was made on the ice. There was more to grumble about." McDavid started another big night by driving a possession into the Kings' zone and then managed to get himself lost around the net behind Ans Kopita. Larson found him across the ice and the Edmonton superstar scored on his second chance at putting the puck by the sprawled Quick. The Kings did answer quickly when they had to. Just 28 seconds later, Muzzin took a pass from Pearson and fired an across-the-grain shot from the high slot that broke the ice against Talbot. Pearson was a big part of another necessary rally in the second. It was another McDavid moment at 4:08 of the middle period. The center only needs a sliver of room to create a chance, and his breathtaking speed caught the Kings flat-footed as he took Anton Slepyshev's pass at center ice and zoomed up ice between Derek Forbort and Tyler Toffoli. A successful shot became his second of the night and 38th goal of the. It also became his 96th point to move him past Tampa Bay's Nikita Kucherov into the NHL scoring lead as he seeks his second straight Art Ross trophy. "I think it's no surprise," Pearson said. "How many years has he been in the league for now? 3, whatever it is. He's been doing it since He's been here. It's nothing new. Every team comes in here and is aware of it." But it was Pearson's hustle that allowed the Kings to answer again. The winger took the puck away from Edmonton's Chris Russell, and that allowed Rieder to grab it in the offensive zone. One of Kings general manager Rob Blake's notable additions then found Carter busting toward the net, and the goal-scoring forward put in his 9th goal since coming back from a torn ankle tendon. Penalties to Toffoli at the end of the second period and Trevor Lewis in the opening minutes of the third neutralized much of the momentum the Kings were trying to build for a comeback, as they had to be concerned with killing off penalties. Lewis came back from a 2-game absence due to injury, but the Kings only had 4 shots on Talbot in the final 20 minutes. "A little too late," Muzzin said. "Got down early. Chasing games on the road is tough. We had some chances, didn't score. I don't think we were as prepared as we should have emotionally in this game. It cost us, and I don't know why." Sizing up the remarkable West playoff race, the Kings defenseman chuckled when asked if Hes thought about how it is. "I don't think it hasn't been," Muzzin said. "It's always a tight race to the end. And we're in it again."